News. Our main story concerns the tragic event that has occurred with the Tata.
Off the coast, it's roughly twice as deep as the Grand Canyon.
A tragic end to the search for the missing submersible and its 5 passengers.
Coast Guard confirmed that all 5 passengers died in what they're
distant with the catastrophic loss of the
attention of the nation. It had the world watching. This disaster is also raising.
On board was a British billionaire, one of Pakistan.
Back, and once that happens at that depth, boom.
Atlantic Ocean, all while this massive investigation into the fate of
타이타닉호를 보기 위해
马上出动。
We'll be thinking a great deal more about risk and certainly about personal responsibility. In the same way that when there's
What happened?
He's raised the question as to whether or not this type of exploration is worth it.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's breaking news. Our main story concerns the tragic event that has occurred with the Titan submersible, spurring a nationwide conversation about deep-sea exploration and safety procedures. On Sunday, the Titan submersible, with a crew of 5, lost contact with its support ship during a dive to the Titanic wreckage site in North Atlantic. On board was a British billionaire, one of Pakistan's richest men, and his son, a famous French explorer and the CEO of the company running the dive. One question that keeps arising is, what happened? Today, we have with us a special guest, Mr. Carl Stanley, who is a submarine expert. Mr. Stanley, can you tell us your opinion about the structural integrity of the sub?
Thank you for inviting me today. As a submarine expert, I can tell you that the submersible we are discussing has some strength. It is super cool for exploring the deep sea. It can dive really deep, like 4,000 meters. That means it can go where other submarines can't and help scientists learn more about the underwater world. However, there was some criticism of the submarine design, and I'm afraid that the missing submersible could have poor safety. Firstly, it was constructed using a lightweight carbon fiber composite hull, which made it lighter than titanium but also less sturdy. Therefore, in the event of collisions or structural failure, the submersible were more susceptible to damage. Secondly, the submersible had an elongated tube-shaped pressure sphere that was larger than the sphere used in most other submersibles. This allowed for a larger internal volume but also made it to the water pressure. Also, OceanGate had chosen to use a Logitech wireless gaming controller to operate the submersible, which is not usual. Moreover, this device was reviewed by customer with 1-star review like awful signal range, no vibrations, uncomfortable to hold, timid at one of the worst gamepad they have ever used. Finally, due to limited space within the submersible, it was not designed for standing room, and 5 people were forced to sit side by side and control the sub using only one gamepad.
Do you have any theories as to how this tragic accident happened?
So here's what might have gone down. The submersible suddenly stopped talking to us out of the blue, and now one of the big ideas floating around is that the whole thing imploded. Let me tell you, that wouldn't be surprising, especially since it happened at a whopping 10,000 feet deep, where pressure are mind-blowing 350 times more intense than at the surface. Picture this, if the hull of a submarine gave out at those deep, the crazy pressure from the ocean would crush it and everyone inside in a split second. Scary stuff, I know. Even a teensy-weensy defect in the carbon fiber and titanium hull could have caused this super tragic accident. The Titan team unfortunately ignored several warnings and concerns from experts in the submersible industry and oceanographers. They failed to conduct a proper inspection of their submarine and neglect to update and follow safety procedures. It was essential for them to have an emergency plan in place and ensure that all team members were well trained in handling potential crises. Furthermore, they should have gathered accurate information about the dive location and avoid any known hazard. By taking these precautions, the OceanGate team could have significantly reduced the chance of tragedy occurring.
Thank you for your insights, Mr. Stanley. Next, our reporter has the latest updates for us. Can you give us an update, Mr. Reporter?
As for now, we have an ongoing situation where international search and rescue efforts have been launched to locate a missing submersible. The last communications with the vessels was received on Sunday at 11:47 a.m. With no GPS underwater, the submersible was only guided by text messages from its mother ship, Polar Prince. The search team has been combing the search zone for the submersible by deploying remotely operated vehicles and scanning them with aircraft equipment from Magellan. The team that mapped the wreckage of the Titanic last year was also being sent to aid the missions. On Tuesday and Wednesday, sonar detected banging noises underwater, but their origins were unclear. However, it was determined that they were likely natural sound, although given off by other ships and vessels involved in the search effort. While there were moments of this week, the search continues and the team is working hard to locate the missing submersible. We will continue to stay on top of this story and bring you any new information as it becomes available.
Thank you for your report. Please continue to keep us updated as more information becomes available. We will continue to follow this developing story and bring you any new information as it becomes available. Our thoughts are with the families in this ongoing situation. Tune in on our next broadcast for more updates about the story and other breaking news from around the world.